Hello again, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Patoka Sportsmen. I'm Gene Kuntz. This year's Hunters for the Hungry program was a huge success. A big thanks goes out to all of our contributors of cash to help pay for the processing and to the hunters who donated the meat. Last year, 43 deer were donated. This year, we've increased that number to 77. All of the donated deer meat will be processed and given to the Community Food Bank in Jasper and the Shared Abundance Food Bank in Huntingburg. Everyone who donated a deer to the Hunters for the Hungry will be eligible to win a 12-gauge shotgun donated by Drs. Gordon and Labhart of Jasper Optical Lab. The drawing will be held at the January meeting of the DuBois County Sportsmen's Club. The annual gun raffle drawing will also be held at the January meeting. There are lots of ways to utilize deer meat. You can use hamburger for meatloaf, chili, pizza, hamburgers, or any way that you'd normally use ground beef. I like to tenderize the minute steaks and roll them with bacon and make roll-ups. You can also have your deer meat made into summer sausage, hot dogs, or bologna to snack on. Deer jerky is also excellent. You can also make breakfast sausage or bratwurst. I've heard many people say that they don't like deer meat. I understand that, but if it's prepared properly, it's hard to tell the difference. The key is to marinate deer meat in a mixture of soy and teriyaki sauce, Italian dressing, soup mix, taco seasoning, or any other marinade that you'd use for beef. Marinate it for 24 hours to allow the meat to absorb the flavor, and remember to not overcook venison. It's very lean meat, and overcooking it will dry it out. It's best when cooked medium. If you're making a venison meatloaf, add 1 egg per pound of ground venison, and then add your crackers, rice, or breadcrumbs just like you would with your regular meatloaf. I like to add some Worcestershire sauce and maybe a little ketchup along with some onions and green peppers. Christmas will be here in a few weeks. Sometimes it's hard to buy gifts for the outdoor person on your list. Sometimes it's even hard if they tell you exactly what they want. Here are some ideas that might work well under your hunter's Christmas tree. Binoculars, trail cameras, digital cameras, Under Armour cold gear base layer clothing, scent locks, similar-based carbon-based clothing, gun or bow cases, flashlights, hunting knives, tree stands, a good pair of Gore-Tex Thinsulate hunting boots, Thinsulate clothing, and last but not least, a good pair of wool socks are a must. Don't forget the toe and hand warmers that they can tuck inside their boots and gloves. If you still can't come up with anything, consider giving them a gift certificate where they can come in and pick out exactly what they want. I don't know of any hunter, fisherman, or outdoorsman who would not like a gift certificate. Guys, if you're trying to figure out what to get your wife or girlfriend, how about offering to go shopping with them for a day? After you pick them up off the floor, they'll probably take you up on your offer, and you'll gain some brownie points for next year. Waterfowl hunters throughout Indiana are being strongly reminded by Indiana conservation officers that a life jacket should be worn anytime you're in a boat, not just during the summer months. 4 waterfowl hunters were forced into the Ohio River last week after the bow of their boat went underwater. Fortunately, they were close enough to swim ashore unhurt. Under stressful conditions such as what these hunters went through, there's just not enough time to pick out and put on a life jacket with the frigid water pulling every ounce of warmth from your body. It won't take long until you won't be able to swim anymore. Indiana law requires 1 U.S. Coast Guard approved wearable life jacket per person and 1 throwable device for boats over 16 feet in length. There are a number of reasonably priced inflatable life vests offered by a number of manufacturers that are comfortable and non-restricting, with most available in camouflage. Prices range from $50 to $150. For those who wish to have more protection from the elements yet be afforded the capability to act as a life jacket, check out a float coat or jacket. They are also available in camouflage, and they range around $150. Float coats and inflatable vests can be purchased through your favorite sporting goods store or catalog retailer and would make a great Christmas gift. And until next time, this is Gene Kuntz encouraging you to take the time to teach a child how to conserve and appreciate our great wildlife resources.